Okay, welcome back to That's Not Real Podcast and Cast.
I'm alive again.
1317.
If you want to know why I died, watch part B.
Because I was willing to hit someone for him.
Because he locked me in an elevator with a psychopath.
Who knew how to fight? The UFC, I mocked you with Amanda Nunes.
Yeah.
So, this episode is going to be different types of basketball players. This is his idea. We didn't really plan this at all. We didn't track this through.
Oh, sure. You say your ideas and it sounds all planned out. I come up with mine in 2 seconds for our podcast.
Mine
and all
was-
of a sudden it's not planned out.
I planned mine out since last week. It was really bothering me. I really want to get that straight out there. Oh, I'm doing a Hitler sign. I did not mean to do that. I meant to do this, and it went up. And now they see that. I don't want to. Peace.
Yes.
Peace and love.
There's someone who should be slaughtered and beat down. Lock me in an elevator with him. I'll kill him.
He was a really small dude, too.
I don't care. I don't care about hitting smaller guys. All right. Anyway, getting back on track.
Worst kind of basketball players,
So,
right?
No, just different types of basketball players that you play out there. The
not
ones you like playing against, the ones you hate playing against. Like for me, I hate playing against the people who will run up and down the court, make 1 out of 100 shots, and then trash talk forever. Like somehow they're doing something against you. That's just one example. I'll give a couple others.
Well, okay, so we'll do worst, favorite, and then wild card. So, because your worst, you just start with worst. 1 for 100. Like his team's
I want
really
to give you an
good.
example. My actual worst are the ones who, the second they see me, they make a judgment on me, and they try to like press me the whole time, and that just bothers me because if anyone knows me, I like to dribble, so pressing me doesn't do a whole lot full court. Oh, probably now, but I suck now. But
So, I mean, close to worst is a guy that has a really good team, makes 1 out of 80 shots over a 5-game period, and talks trash because one happened to be a game winner because
Yeah.
you left him open because this other dude is, Steph Curry. He's making 18 million. You're like, we gotta try to guard him 3-on-1, whatever it is. My worst kind is a dude who fouls hard as fuck and then calls the tickiest tackiest. The guy who's always creating the contact, and you're just standing there like, oh, this is gonna hurt, and then he jumps into you and wails his arms almost before James Harden or he's like always grabbing, holding, and you bump like this one time they're gonna see it, and they're like, oh, that's a foul, and you're like, why are you trying to draw an offensive foul when there's no free throws in an outdoor tournament when you're the one purposely creating contact? You're jumping into me so you can call foul. What are you doing?
yeah, like I hate the people who call foul all game. You don't call foul. We had that a couple weeks ago. We played those 2 guys, and I called 1 foul after like 5 games. This guy was just murdering us all the time. I called the 1 foul. It would have been out on them anyway. He's like, I fouled you. Like it's just, and he wasn't bad about it, but it's that type of situation. You're 100% right. Those things will drive you crazy because like either you want to play physical or you don't. Like I'm
Right.
okay if people are just bad and they foul you a lot. Sometimes like you get madder at that stuff than I do usually. It drives you crazy when people hack you constantly.
Because I feel like a lot of times it's not by accident. Like dude, when you run into someone 3 straight times and you're basically clotheslining them,
Yeah,
you know what you're doing.
I think the contact is intentional. I just think their knowledge of basketball as a whole. Oh, like I really can't. They don't understand that there's no contact.
No, I think
Like,
they're like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
It's usually
Or-
like gym rats or football guys who are just like they want the contact. I think they just enjoy the contact, and I'm okay with that. You want to hit me? Fine, we can play a physical game of basketball, but don't ask for physical one way and then.
yeah.
Or just as bad when people hit you, and then they brag about how you missed a shot or something like that. Like you just threw me to the ground.
Remember
Yes, the ball didn't go.
That
in.
dude at Talmud, I can't remember his name, the one that tried to grab the deer, driving home from the fantasy
Rob.
football. Rob. And he just smacked me. Just open hand. Remember that?
I don't remember that.
He brought him and his friend. They're talking trash how they're gonna beat us. When we first moved, I didn't even fake, and he came across, smacked me straight across the face. I was like, ah. I was like, we stopped. Like, you just smacked me. Like, did you do this on purpose? Like, it was so like open handed.
I do remember
It felt like
that
the
being
smack.
bad.
The smack contest is what it felt like. Like, what are we doing here? You just.
It is very ironic how many people over the years have challenged us to 2-on-2, and then they come on the court and they're just horrible.
Garbage. He wasn't very good, and if that wasn't someone I didn't know, that might have been an immediate fight because I just thought he just smacked me on purpose. Like, oh, you're dribbling and I mean, full reach.
Yeah, I remember that used to happen. Oh, what was the? I wish I could remember it. There's a, I think it's Warner School. There used to be a school, back in Springfield where every time I played there, people would basically tackle me. It's like they're always trying to make a point.
Oh no! It was near. It was near the malls, the house that we lived in, the townhouse.
Mall.
Yeah, because they kept on trying to chip a couple times. There were guys that threw it up, tapped the backboard, and thought that was something special.
Yeah.
Down the layups because they could tap the backboard. Like, dude, you're not dunking. Like, you're throwing it up. You're basically just tapping the backboard. Like, everyone here at the time could tap the backboard.
I used to think that was cool, too, to tap when you made a shot. It just felt like you were higher than the other person.
But everyone could tap.
I know. It just felt cool as a kid.
Didn't.
But, yeah, people foul again. I don't mind it.
Yeah, no, they used to try to chip you all the time off the court.
I don't mind it if it's just all in, like, just the spirit of the game type of deal, I guess is the best way to put it. But when it gets out of control.
I don't believe in the spirit
now,
of the game.
I will say, if we're talking about just fair basketball and the hardest for me to guard are shorter, heavy guys who can dribble. It throws me off. Like the Darren Williams
Why
type.
is it the heavy guy?
The Darren Williams type. Because they got the big shoulders. So, for some reason, you give me a tall, skinny guy, I can usually stay with him.
Well, because
like
you like to get your chin hit by shoulders. You're the only person I've ever known that constantly has your chin hit by your shoulder.
Hey,
I think that's where McGregor and John Jones got that shit from. Said, oh.
But there's a different type of shifting. I think it's because the belly, you can't watch the stomach as well because it's just all over the place.
There is no stomach.
So it throws me off. So that's the hardest type of basketball player for me to play against.
I don't know. The hardest, I don't know. I don't know.
So what's your favorite type of basketball?
The ones that will pass and play as a team, going around. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, he's never played with any of you, and he's like, oh, I'm not.
And you can tell sometimes a person's really, really good, and
like,
they still don't care. Like, they just
like
think
playing
you're
with
trash, and they're still going to try to get you involved in the game and stuff like that.
I can't remember his name. Steven, an American, up at Short Pump. I think Steven, something like that. No. He was our size, little black dude, but he was good, but he just always wanted to get anyone involved. Like, he could score a lot, but he would always try to pass, get other people involved.
See, the only team I remember was one. He used to talk a lot of trash, and then he was a really skinny guy. Like, he used to.
No. That's a different guy. Okay. That's the guy I flew with on a plane once, and he took the seat of a beautiful woman, and I should have been flying next to her an entire flight, and he took the wrong seat, and she's like, "I'll just sit over here." That was before I was married, before any of that. Yeah. Just making sure that's out there. Yeah, no, that dude who I hated at American Family did that on a plane. That was back in there. I was like, are you kidding me?
I don't even think I can name one person I played with American Family now.
And then me being nice, I was like, hey, this is where the plane's going, because he didn't seem like he flew a lot. I said, yeah, you can tell when you're landing. So I showed him some stuff because I was talking about it. He then tries to talk to the girl across. Oh, hey, look at this. Like, dude, you don't think she just heard me telling you this? Like, come on! Give me credit for something.
All right. So now we'll go with one more basketball thing. So, your favorite basketball memory. 2 of them. You can give 2 memories. Favorite two memories.
Well, had it hit that shot in the Burger King game, that would have been one.
The Burger King game?
Yeah, remember Bob had bet something against the other Burger King. We had those practices.
I don't remember it.
Us Burger King versus another Burger King.
I don't remember it.
I missed the game-winning shot. Because Jeff was yelling me to pass. I was like, I'm wide open. And I looked for a second. He was covered on what he was doing.
All right, so that's one. What's the other one?
No, that's a terrible memory.
So 2 best memories.
Senior year of high school, we had a picnic, and I had almost never played basketball, and I played really good that game. Like, people are like, why didn't you ever try? I'm like, I don't know. I was in jeans and shoes. Like, senior year picnic, we just have to play basketball with guys that are on the team. I don't think I missed a shot. I really didn't know what I was doing. Like, they're like, you're really good. I was like, okay. But I wasn't.
All right, so there's one.
Favorite? I don't know.
All right, so I'll give.
This is more your alley.
Yeah, so I'll give my 2. My favorite one is I hit a game winner in a Hoop It Up versus Team Palmer.
No, it doesn't count. Half the time, my Hoop It Up teams only had 2 people.
Well, my other one's gonna be a Hoop It one too, but. So this one, I hit the game. We were in the playoff. It got us into the playoffs. I hit the game winner, and the game was in point overtime. Hoop It Up rules. I remember Grimaldi set the worst pick, like the dirtiest pick. They didn't call it. I never should have even had a free shot, but he's like.
I could picture him doing that.
So it was really cool moment. So it was the best feeling I've had on a basketball court. The second one was when me and you were playing in a hoop up. It was 2-on-3. The game we were just completely holding our own. I made a shot from on the ground. The ball just came to me, and
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Because that was the team that aggravated me because they were doubling the inbound pass. So we were so exhausted halfway through the game. Again, 2-on-3.
Yeah, the ref wasn't forcing you can pass it behind that line.
Right.
Like, they're not supposed to be able to go behind that line.
Yeah, so to even get an inbound off took insane amounts of energy.
Yeah, I thought a couple times. So had they done that, like outside, I would just rammed one of the passes off the guy's head.
Yeah. I mean,
it would have been full blast off his head. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
And honestly, I had another one. It's kind of for a different reason though. The first day, and again, it was in Springfield. I can't remember the gym, but I asked you to take me to the gym before my foot healed, and he helped me shoot around off one foot. Basically, it was like the first game back rehabbing after my foot injury. So that was cool because I realized I'd be able to go back on the court. So those are my favorite memories for basketball.
By the way, one of the worst people, I mean, really nice guy. You don't ask someone to play horse.
That was weird.
Horse. I thought he said 21. So I was like, yeah, sure.
When he said yes, we were playing basketball and this guy comes over and he asked us to play horse. Now, as soon as I heard it, he responded yes right away. I was like, can we play 20? I'd rather play one-on-one than horse. Horse is something you play with your kids. You play with like people who don't really play basketball. You just want to have some fun, or after a long game, you played some games. You want to get some shots up.
I thought he said 21.
Yes, it threw me so off.
I thought he said you guys want to play 21. I was like, sure, it'll change it up a little. There's no threes. Court was kind of still a little wet, not too wet.
It's even worse because I don't like playing horse with people who take it too serious and they take the same like 3 jump shots the whole time.
One-legged. He was Dirk
like,
Nowitzki. Really nice guy, by the way.
I'm going to shoot from no, I like it. When you play horse, you got to try like over the backboard, hook shots, all these crazy things.
Yeah.
You don't just shoot. Like, that's just to me. All right. So what are your favorite basketball memories and least favorite types of people to play against? All right.